Hi everyone, this is Dan. I recently made some major improvements to my Visual Shop website, which I previously demoed, so I wanted to take a minute to go through this, re-demo it, demo update if you will, to show you some of the changes so you can take a look at the progression and what the new site looks like. Last demo, I went through all the back end, how it worked, all the technical details. For this one, I really have been focusing on the front end, so there's not a whole lot of change for the actual functionality of the site. So I'm going to mostly skip over that and just talk about what's on the website and what you can see and interact with. So without further ado, let's sign in and we can look at the new site. This is all the same, sign in, sign up, sign in. Once I push submit, it'll bring me to some products now that I'm signed in. So this is the new UI. It's a huge improvement over what I had before. If you want to take a look at how this looked before so you can compare, I mean, this is the old UI. You can see the products are just kind of scattered all over the page a little bit. And it's because I was using Flexbox alone instead of putting it all to a CSS grid like I did now. You could also see it's kind of boring and blah. There's products there, there's the title, but it's kind of just white on black. Not much to see or to do on this website. So if you look at if we go back to the new UI, we could see these improvements, night and day difference. We've got the same functionality about, when you hover over a product, it'll blow up. The product cards themselves look the same. I added in this little heart. You can click it to like the picture. Again, this is really just a front-end feature at this time, but the idea is I'm going to go into the back end and fix up some of this stuff, and one of the improvements is going to be including a liking schema. But you can see some major improvements here in how it's laid out. It's a grid, so they're all evenly spaced instead of being kind of scattered all over the place. Also, the title is a huge improvement. It's different fonts, it's different colors now, so it kind of stands out rather than just being white on black background, boring stuff. The functionality is the same for the carts, so you can add it. You can add multiple products. If you try to add it to the same product, it'll say you can't do that. You can come in here and you can update the quantity. It'll update your pricing. You can remove from cart. All of that's the same. Like I said, this is really just the front end features that are changing. A couple of other features I put in though is that you can't really tell how this works because there's not enough products on the page to scroll down. But in the real world, there would be a lot of products. So you may need to go back up to the top. We have a back to top button here. When you click it, it puts this up to top. Again, since you can't scroll, you can't see it really, but it works. And the other huge improvement here is the dark mode versus light mode switch. Now, I'm a huge proponent of dark mode as somebody who spends 12 hours a day staring at a computer, coding, working, gaming. It really saves the eyes. It's a big deal for me. But it's something you don't see in a lot of websites, and it's really easy to implement, so it's kind of a shame that every website doesn't have this. So I've decided personally that whenever I design my own website or app, I'm going to include a dark mode versus light mode option. So if you're like me, dark mode's fine, you're happy, that's the default, it kind of looks better this way to me, but for some people who like the white background with the black fonts, instead you can click the switch and it's going to change to that light mode color. So you can kind of take a look at the titles of these pieces down here. When I change it to dark mode and light mode, it's going to change that so it's still visible. Another big change is going to be on the shopping cart. If you look at the cards, they go from kind of a darker backgrounds, but when I go to light mode, it kind of gives it that lighter theme, but it still makes it really pop. Otherwise, everything's the same. If I go into one of my products, you can see it's all the same as well. It's got the title, it's got the picture, it's got the details. Nothing's really changed here, but what I did do is add shopping carts to this page. Previously, if you go, the shopping cart was only available on the products page, so if you go into an individual product, it just disappeared. So I made that visible here, and I also linked it up so that it works the same. Obviously, I have this in here already. I can remove it, and I can add it back on. So it just gives you a lot more continuity in the website. And that's it for today. One more time, we'll go back to what this used to look like so we can take a look at the improvements we have. You can see before and the after. I'm pretty happy with these improvements. Let me know if you have any feedback or suggestions in the comments. Otherwise, I'll see you next time I release the website.